Hello, my name is K.O. Keller. I live in South Carolina. I'm 57 years old and in incredibly bad health. I've been trying to get disability for going on 4 years now. Give it a little bit short-term process what I've been going through. I got laid off in 2009. As a matter of fact, it was March 6th of 2009. Got laid off and tried for a couple of years to get it work, and it wasn't happening. Even though I had a lot of training and stuff and knew what I was doing, nobody would give me a chance. I tell people it's pretty much true. I put in so many applications and gave out so many resumes. I could fill a small hotel room up full to the top and not be able to open the door. Pretty much true. Out of that, I got 5 interviews. I went back to school, went to York Tech, in South Carolina, and tried to get certified as a welder. I really liked welding, I really did. But I can't, now I can't, but, I did then, but I ran out of money to complete the last part of the course. I have to have money to get there, put fuel in the car, whatever. That just didn't happen. Got sick. I had a bacteria pneumonia, which a lot of people call it walking pneumonia. I had that for quite a while, longer than I should. Been unemployed at the time. I didn't have any insurance. Still don't. Went to a hospital after I got to the point I couldn't take it anymore. I had to go to the hospital. I went to the hospital and they basically did x-ray and told me they couldn't tell me for sure it was pneumonia or not, but trust me, it was bacteria pneumonia. I mean, literally, I had all the symptoms of it. And I did everything I could to get better, but it took 4 months. The doctor only sent me out with 1 prescription of antibiotics. It helped some. But since I didn't have no insurance, they weren't going to admit me and get it taken care of with other antibiotics. But, nice pat on the butt and hope you get better, that kind of deal. When I finally got over it, I noticed I had a lot of problems. I couldn't breathe. They called it severe asthma at the time. But being in the case that I smoked 15 years, quit in 2000, about a pack every other day. My mother smoked till I was 28 years old before she died. I inhaled that, secondhand smoke. I was a volunteer firefighter for almost 18 years. A lot of cancer agent type of smoke involved in house fires and warehouse fires that I attended. So it left me with a good case of COPD. Even though that I stopped smoking, it still came back to haunt me. I'd already had big problems with the hyperthyroid, which most people don't know a whole lot about because they don't hear it that often. And a lot of people have problems with the thyroid, don't get me wrong, but hyperthyroid is a whole different ball game. It really messes with your mood, your energy. No matter if you got the level of your thyroid right, everything's going good that way. You still have the problem of weakness, strength, the get up and go that you used to. For 57 years old, don't have that kind of get up no more. That's the reason nobody would hire me, because I was too old. I wasn't 40 or under. People tell you that, well, that's not true, that's not true. I said, yes, it is very, very true. Nobody will hire you if you're over 40 and they're not looking for somebody of your, expertise. They'd rather have somebody young in there that has limited talent that supposedly will be to work every day and do what they ask them to do. And I'm not sure that's all working out for everybody. I've seen things on TV. Kind of indicates to me they're looking for older people now, because the older people have the knowledge. The people that work and done things that other people have done. And a little bit too late for me, though. And I applied for disability almost 4 years ago. I did everything I was supposed to do. I had an attorney out of Texas, Austin, Texas, Their name was Erded Smith out of Austin, Texas. They took my case, and they took it as far as they can go with it. They went, to the hearing state to the Advocate Council, which is basically a objection to the result of what the judge had said, to appeal it. Supposedly it's supposed to be taking 18 months. Believe it or not, I got mine back at 3. People says, well, it's not unusual. Well, in my case, I'm still suspicious of people. Basically, things are going the way they are. There's a whole bunch of people getting disability that's still working. They're getting full-time benefits. They're still getting benefits from the government as well as work. Like a small little fortune. They claim that they're working on that. They're working on that. I don't see how. They can't even clean up their own department, let alone try to chase down people that's getting checked. There's probably people out there getting checked that's not even alive anymore. And here I am, I'm stuck. I can't work. I can't be outside when it's real hot or high humidity. I get to the point I can't breathe. I have to constantly carry an inhaler. Keep nebulizer with me, portable. And so in case I, start having an attack. This happens at any time. It don't necessarily be this summer, but it happens any time. I'm sure that people like John Boehner, who's our representative in Congress, the leader of the Republican Party, and I think he probably realizes that everybody like me just lazy. That's the way he looks at it. But I know, I've read about John, his family. He grew up poor and worked hard to get where he's at. I don't, his opinion is his opinion. But I'm not lazy. Never have been. I always want to do things myself. But now that I can't do it, it's very frustrating, John. Really. Think about it. It's really frustrating. I would give anything if you can wear my shoes for a day and they tell me how you feel. Not knowing if you're going to be kicked out of your house anytime, or where your next meal is going to come from, because you don't make no money. It depends on others to help you. I've done everything I could. I went to congressmen, went to senators, even wrote to the president several times. That's a joke. Everybody writes to the president for everything, I'm sure. But I thought, hey, why not give it a shot? Didn't hear anything except a letter. We forwarded on to Social Security. John's complaining about Social Security and their disability, the part of ODAR, what they call it. But I actually went to hearing. It was kind of funny. I didn't understand half the shit that was going in there. I really didn't. There was a Social Security person in there who deals with vocational stuff, and she was the witness for the state or the government, whatever. She was spitting out numbers and places I had worked that didn't make any sense to me at all. My attorney was a joke too. She was hired by Herndon Smith. She drove up from Atlanta 4 hours just to represent me. She wasn't even prepared. It was almost a joke being there. 8:30 in the morning on Monday morning. Yeah, the ODAR judge, real tickled to be there. She was in a bad mood when I walked through the room. And that she also has the second highest rate of denials in the state. 62%. That's quite a bit. If you look across the United States, the average is the denial somewhere around 40%. 40 to 50% maybe. And then there's a certain few that go way above that. I've seen some in there I couldn't believe. 100% denial. You can't even go to this courtroom. He's going to deny you. But I have my attorneys have let me go at this point. I got to wait for a piece of paper to come back and tell me that I'm released from them so I can go to somebody else and start all over again. I've got to get help. Going to a free clinic's great. It really is. They help me as much as they can. God bless their heart. I really do appreciate what they do. But I could get better, if I had money to buy insurance, then I could get better help, have a better quality of life. I'll be able to get out and do things around the house. And may not be able to do it in the heat or anything, but I could do it when it's cool. That would be very, very nice. Catch up on my house payments. That would be incredibly nice. That weight sits on my shoulders quite often. Like every 5 seconds, I think about it. And it's so amazing. Every time you ask me about it, have you tried this, have you tried that? I've tried them all. I've gotten help from Hardest Hit, which is a program they had out. Got 2 years of help on that. I was on unemployment for 99 weeks. I'm a 99er, real 99er. I got 99, payments. I was lucky. But I used as much as, the problem, take care of myself. And also, go to school too. That's what I used it for. And it helped a lot. Then suddenly that dried up. Anymore, people don't care. They don't. They're in their job at the Social Security office and they see so much misery. They're numb. They have no heart. They just do the job and then they go home and get a paycheck. They got to feed their families. Makes sense. I think they'll probably do the same thing. I don't know. But I'm making this video to help other people. You're not alone. You're not. You're not alone. Don't sit there and cry, even though you want to. Do whatever it takes to get what you got to get. If you guys ain't going to a food, food bank to get food, go there. It embarrasses me, and it still embarrasses me to go. But I'm very appreciative. I got something in my stomach. I'm not starving. But just stand up. Still be proud. Maybe one day, me or you both, will get what we got to get so we can survive. Have more of a quality of life. To all who listen to this, thank you for listening to it and not turning me off. Everybody have a blessed day.